an away day vlog. This is a rarity for me. Welcome to the channel. If you're not here, it's Blackburn Rovers versus Stoke City today. Currently on my way down, just finished work, on the way down to the game, meeting Jonty there, so we'll have some information or some news from him before we go in. Or we might be in the ground by then, we'll see. I'm currently 20 or so minutes away from the ground. I'm going to walk down. By the time we get there, it'll not be long till kick off, but no, after Saturday's antics at Derby, I don't know why I'm going down, to be fair. You know, away days is definitely not it, but I've been meaning to go down to Stoke. It's not too far away from where I live. It's about the same distance to Blackburn, to be fair, and I go Blackburn every other week when I can, but so it's basically the same amount of journey for me. But no, being hopeful, let's hope for a good result. Stoke lost, didn't they, on... No, who am I thinking of here now? I think it was someone else. But you know, hoping for at least a good result. Sam Gallagher will be looking to try and score one past us, but you know, we'll let's hope we can get a good result here today. But no, on the way in, hopefully we'll talk a little bit more once we know more about the lineups, and we can speak with Jonty then and see what he thinks as well. So yeah, let me get there, park up, get into the stadium, and let's hope for a good result and at least a good game today anyway. Going down a very dark alleyway, hey, the things we do. A little bit of light. But yeah, on the way to the ground now. How long till kick-off? Half an hour? So, see you there. See you at the ground. There she is. Found her in all the woods.
So I've arrived at the Bet365 Stadium. I've bumped into Brian. Brian, good evening. How's the season going so far, matey?
Well, up and down. Games we play well, and games we do terrible.
Yeah.
So
you did all right on Saturday against Coventry because you were 2-0 down. You pulled it all the way back,
and then conceded a late goal again.
Yeah. Your last run of 6 fixtures is pretty similar to Blackburn Rovers, to be fair.
Very hard.
Yeah, you've won, you've lost 4, you've won 1, and you've drawn 1, sort of thing, and we're broadly similar with that. Obviously, we came away from Derby, and Derby didn't really do much apart from score the 2 goals, but we just couldn't break them down. So, how do you see tonight going, Brian?
In all fairness, I say a draw.
You'd take a draw now, would you?
A draw now, yeah.
Are you impressed with Mark Robins since he's come in, or...?
I don't know what make of him just yet. I think they should have given Schumacher a bit longer. I don't know what went on with that. When they brought that Spanish manager in, the result was terrible. Mark Robins, up and down.
I think your best result under the previous manager was away at Blackburn because you beat us 2-0, didn't you? Actually, I thought you looked a pretty decent outfit as well.
Yeah, I mean, we started off first game of the season, beat Coventry, you know, they weren't a bad side.
Yeah.
And then the one Watford last Saturday, they played really well, considering it was a 0-0 game. It was a good game.
Yeah.
But the game in the midweek game against Middlesbrough, we were atrocious.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to go down?
No, definitely not.
No, you think you've got enough to stay up? Because it's looking close and tight down there, isn't it?
It is very tight, very tight.
But you're going to remain optimistic and stay up?
I am, yes.
Brian, I hope you do. I do quite like Stoke. I came to university in Stoke, so I've got a bit of a soft spot for Stoke. I used to come and watch you when I was at university as well. So,
excellent.
So I wish you all the best.
Okay, mate. Yeah, cheers.
So we met it. We found Jonty. He was lost in the home end when we found him, but we finally found the way in the entrance. Here's the away support. We're finally at the ground. We're just getting inside, and we'll have a quick analysis on the lineup and everything. But yeah, let's try and get inside while it's not too busy.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. He's just coming them up.
Come on.
Go!
Not fast.
One player.
That's the setup we've got, though, isn't it? We're not playing so defensive.
Look at Gay. He's by himself in the box. Everyone else is waiting for the defence.
No one there. Go on. Oh.
Keep going, come on.
Come on.
A minimum of 2 minutes added. 2 minutes.
Nothing on. Nothing on. One, two.
For Stoke City, scored by your number 9, Ali Al-Hamidi.
Doing these vlogs. I don't know, doing vlogs is just not great. So, interesting lineup. I haven't gone over them since we've got in. We're in a bit of a rush. Decent lineup. Yeah, a mistake there, Lyles. We played a poor ball. They counted on it. But, look, poor pass there. But the lineup's pretty good. Playing 3 at the back, 5 at the back, depending on how you look at it. We'll see how it goes. I know we just considered a sloppy goal there, but it wasn't too bad. We invited the pressure on ourselves, but we'll see how it goes. Go on! Yeah! Wow. Wow. How's that not gone in? I don't know. But we'll go. We've had a shot! We've had a shot! We've had a shot! We've had a shot! Go on. Oh. Go on, Gay! Go on! other than a nutshell, that is. Give it away straight away. I caught all that as well.
You know what that's like? That's like me playing badminton where I work my bollocks off to win a point, and then on my serve I just give it straight into the net.
Yeah. Great. If you haven't guessed, it's pretty much 41 minutes in. It's all the highlights on here have been Stoke. They've been Stoke.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's like all the confidence has just been sucked out of Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah.
We're just giving the ball away. We're not stringing any passes together. We're not moving. Just everything you don't want to see your club doing. That's what we're doing.
Just poor passes, isn't it, and breaking down, and the simple stuff. The areas of the pitch where you should be losing the ball and just giving it to him. It's been really poor. Here comes the corner now for Stoke. Here we go. Pears deals with it. Catwell deal with the second. Yeah. Never handball. But no, it is just not really good enough at all. And then the crowd were really up for it, and it was really mute. So
You'd honestly think that Stoke were in 8th and we were scrapping for relegation. We just, honestly, I don't know how things can change so quickly. You know.
Disruption in the camp, and then ultimately it's kind of knocked us sideways. So look, we'll see what can happen second half, because I don't see us scoring before the end of this half. We'll be lucky to come away with it 1-0 so far. So we'll see how it goes. Keepers. Why is he not good for that? One on. Go on. So, half-time, 1-0 Stoke City. Immediate thoughts?
Yeah, no confidence. I don't know how a team can be, doing so well only a few weeks, months ago, and just it looks a completely different setup, doesn't it? There's no urgency, there's no attacking flair. They're just lethargic, aren't they? We seem to be a second behind every ball, and that's why we're losing it all the time. We can't string some passes together. Yeah, really, really poor again. We had one meaningful chance, I guess, and the rest has just been defending a lot, isn't it? It's just,
I just think we've set up that way with the 5 at the back. We've not got any creativity in the midfield. If you're going to play the system, you've got these wing backs that need to be almost in the edge of the box. You've got to create the width, and you look at it, like you said before, Miktar's on his own on the top.
I think that's the key there. I said it like pre-match. You look at any opposition that Blackburn Rovers are playing, the minute they are in the final third, there's about 3 or 4 players in and around the box.
Yeah.
When we're exactly the same, it's Max Targate somewhere around the 18-yard box. Occasionally he'll creep into it. It's just, I don't know, it's just a bonkers way of playing, isn't it? It just doesn't make any sense.
It is way too defensive, and I know Ishmael's trying to get his own style into play, and it's gonna be a period of transition, but especially after the Derby result, he switched back to a back 3, and he seems to be, do you know what? Because it's not, the style of football that we were successful with isn't working now. He's trying to change it up now. He's trying to put his own style in, which is fair enough. But at the same time, I'm looking at it going, I don't know. You've got the personnel for what he's looking for, especially with the injuries and everything that we've got so far. Your Gakpo's out and so on. Carbo, sorry, not Gakpo. I'm looking at it going, if you're going to play a 3 at the back, you need your wing backs to really get into that box, and they're not doing it at the minute. So it's up to Ishmael to go in there, he'll have a quick chat at half time and see, look, what's going to be the best. Are we going back to a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 that we're used to playing, and getting the bodies into the box, to create chances, help Gay out. But at the minute, there's not enough up there at the minute, and I think what's killing us as well, it's the sloppy balls, the second balls at the minute that are just not coming off. and just making the wrong decisions at the wrong time, you know. Yeah, that's what I see in the game at the minute, and it's been a really poor showing, really.
It is, and I just wish sometimes the Rovers fans would shut up and just support the team. You know what I mean? They're being slightly sarcastic. We've got the ball and we've had a shot and all that. I kind of get it, but equally, you know, we need to be supporting the team, and we're only, you know, Ishmael is only here, you know, two games so far. This is his third game. Just get behind the boys and just see what happens. You know, it's, yeah, we just. Yeah, not great to listen to, but just support the team. If you're going to travel this far, just support the team.
Exactly. Right. So let's hope for a better second half anyway, innit? That's all.
It can only get better. I think we need to, you know,
can it only get better? I don't know. The Rovers, I wouldn't know.
I think it can only get better. Yeah, I don't think you can have a second half like that. So let's see what happens. You know, it's only 1-0. You know,
let's hope.
In context, you know, we were 2-0 down after 7 minutes. I think they scored on the 22nd minute. It wasn't against the run of play either. No. You know, probably
we were the better side.
Yeah, they were pressing us more, but yeah, we just need to. Yeah, it needs to be better, don't we?
Let's hope for the second half anyway. Right, have a bit of a break. Pass that on, count well off. And goals coming off. Hey, UK! Ooh, I want to know! It's goal and goals. We're really good at that, aren't we? Giving the ball away. Got there. Good. Get it out. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. Good. Keep him in there. Don't let him out. So come on. Don't let them out. Come on, go at him, go at him. No. What do you think, John T?
Of what?
That looks more entertaining than this game at the minute.
Honestly, this is awesome.
Just like go forward, don't attack the ball. So frustrating, so frustrating.
Substitution for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, JRC, yeah. Costello. Don't think he's ever played it.
replacing number 9, Ali, is number 20, Sam Gallagher.
Go on, go on! Oh, our own players blocked it. Well then, Carl, it's a great block, mate. Not Sam. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on. Off, how's it offside there? Well, tell him to go back again, ref. Go on. Come on. Come on. See how I'm playing again. Go on. Go on. Go on. Come on. Come on! Run! Shrav off. Corey will go on. Let's see what happens, eh? 8 minutes on it.
Stoke City, replacing number 3,
Come on. Oh! Good. Come on. Good ball. Go on. Oh! How? Go on. Offside. This is it. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Come on, last chance. Come on. Well done, come on. Gotta play it, last chance, come on. That's it. Oh, this is embarrassing. What is this?
Well, this really is the morning after the shite before. Yeah, really poor performance, especially the first half. I think second half we came out, we showed a bit more intent, we showed a bit more character. I think the thing that's missing for me most is pace and creativity. We don't have any pace in the team, so therefore we're just, trying our best to go through them, but even the actual play is not quick enough. The tempo is not quick enough. It's the opposition are controlling everything for us, are putting plenty of men behind the ball, and we just can't break it down. We just cannot break it down. It's like a training session all the time where we just reset, we go back to the defenders and then have another go at them, and not good enough. Their keeper, he's probably the Championship best keeper, and he's proved that again last night with two really good saves. The first one where he just tipped it onto the post in the first half, our real only chance of the first half, and then the second half where Joe Rankin Costello, hard and low ball in, it came off Rankin Costello, he tried to direct it into the net. Keeper did really well, got a big solid hand to it, and it happened so quick as well. Whilst looking back at it, it wasn't like the best of shots from Joe Rankin Costello. Could he have done better? Could he have got more onto it? But I mean, at the time you didn't know where the ball was going to end up, and the keeper just got down so quickly and a big firm hand to it. So if they'd gone in, it might have been a different story. Who knows? We've not been in that luxurious position yet of going 1-0 up and then seeing what Ishmael's all about. I think the players still look a little bit shell-shocked from Eustace going. They need to get over that. I don't point my finger all the time at Ishmael. Again, didn't like the setup on this particular one. I didn't mind it at Derby, but when we were playing three at the back and then Britton on the right and Ribeiro on the left, we just almost inviting pressure on. But so many players across that team tonight had poor games, including Travis. I actually thought Forshaw did all right. To be fair, he tried his hardest and worked his bollocks off, put some really good tackles in. But I couldn't understand why we didn't start with Tronstad. To be fair, but even when Tronstad came on, he just blended into the shitness. I think a couple of players that really pissed me off again: Cantwell and Tyrese Dolan. Really poor performances from them, and get to the point where I wouldn't be that arsed if I didn't see him again this season. And Max Argay, just, he's kind of gone back into his shell. I think he hit a bit of form. We've seen more of him recently, but is it still good enough? Absolutely not, in my opinion. His body language is just dire. If he doesn't get the ball, if it's, a lot of the time he's offside. And when there's a through ball on, he doesn't go for it, or a half-hearted attempt, he then turns around and starts blaming the player. Last night he was doing, like the signal that you do when you want to come off the field, make a substitution. He was doing that. He was having a bit of an argument with Dennis, and that's not good to see. That's not good to see when two players are having a go at each other on the pitch. And that needs to stop, absolutely. But, yeah, I mean, Eustace lost his first 3 games in charge at Derby, but I believe that they were pretty decent performances. We've drawn 1 and lost 2, and yeah, we haven't seen a decent performance. So I guess that makes Saturday a really, really big game now. It was already getting a little bit toxic in the away end. Rovers fans singing "We've got the ball" and "We've had a shot" and Venky's out and Waggett is whatever. And it's just, whilst I'm not a happy clapper, I also don't like hearing that. Just go along and support the team. Do you know what I mean? Just make some noise, get behind the team, and leave the other shit at the turnstile. We don't want to be that club that just falls apart. Don't want to make the playoffs, to be fair, unless we hit some amazing form between now and the end of the season. We've got an international break coming up. It's not going to change anything. Well, hopefully no players go on holiday or anything like that, because we've got a job to do. Between now and the end of the season, just try and get a bit of pride, try and get a bit of style, a bit of rhythm into our game, because we're not seeing it, and I think that's I was listening to fans at half-time and at the end, and already they're starting just to Ishmael, start putting him under the spotlight and challenging his setup, his tactics, his man management, his motivation for the team and things like that. I'm just glad they came out in the second half and, actually had a bit of a go, especially the first sort of 5 or 10 minutes, because if we'd continued the second half like we did in the first half, then, that would have been even more concerning. But substitutions, I thought, were all right. We actually showed some attacking intent, albeit, it was a little bit too late. But, we only got beat 1-0. I know we shouldn't get beat, but Stoke are fighting for their lives. And speaking to a few Stoke fans before the game, they played really well in the last few games and got beat, sort of thing. So, today was not going to be a walkover. Well, last night was not going to be a walkover by any stretch of the imagination. But equally, these are games that we should not be losing. We should be winning these, or worst case scenario, drawing them if we were anywhere to live up to the heights of what we were once expecting only 2-3 months ago, sort of thing. Got to remember, we were on a bit of a downward spiral under Eustace. I think, did we have 3 wins in 11 or something like that? But yeah, we're on to Cardiff now. For me, that's a must-win game. Otherwise, I fear it might get toxic again.
Sit in and then take on, have them in the final third and just sit in and close it, keep it nice and compact. But with the 3, we had 2, and then the 5, and it was like, 2 midfielders are not going to stop. Ideally, when we played the 4-2-3-1, it was pretty much 3 midfield, so you've got a little bit more bodies in the midfield to stop the space, and those wide players would just drop in. So you're basically playing a 4-5-1 out of possession, and it's just a bit more solid, and that's what we didn't have today. It was very much they could come through the middle of the pitch, which we don't want, because that's where they'll create the chances and create space and create the overloads, which there were, because we only had 2 in midfield. I don't get it, but whatever the game plan was meant to be, it really wasn't the right setup, and it really cost us today. And individually, Dolan made a few poor passes, just straight away off the bat, nearly give them a goal straight away. We ended up doing that, but yeah, not good. Stoke did what they needed to do. They weren't fantastic, but they got the job done. I'm sure Stoke fans will agree. They scored their goal and they had a few half chances, but didn't have to get out of second gear really, because we were just not doing the basics right, and again we made their lives easier by keeping all our players back, giving them the overload the whole time. That was it really. Another stadium ticked off for me personally. I've been trying to meaning to get to Stoke for the best for many, many years, and we would have been a better one when we won last year and then the year before. But Of course, I picked the game when we lose. And again, I don't know when we're getting these next points, but it was nice seeing John T. I've got to give him massive props, John T, for getting me those tickets because I bought them yesterday. So we picked them up from the Rovers store. So able to get to the game. Cardiff on the weekend is looking like a tough game. You know, you wouldn't have thought we were in the playoffs literally, last week? Well, 2 weeks ago, should I say. But yeah, not looking good at all. We'll see what happens. Try to be positive. It's really tough. It's got to be a rollicking in that dressing room. And take the blame. Ishmael's got to take the blame. Unfortunately, Ishmael didn't come and you know, applaud the fans that the players did. Maybe just out of embarrassment, but you'd expect at least, you know, he should really do that. Because there was a decent crowd, 1,000 fans, maybe 1,000 plus. Seeing Harry Lennon in the stands, which is nice to see. But we've got to perform better. It was not good enough today. Yeah, let's hope for a better performance on Saturday. But am I hopeful? No. But that's why we love football, because you never know what can happen. But it is late. I'm ready to go to bed. So I'll leave the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell for more videos, or to hear more videos about, you know, Dirk, myself, or John T, or any of the Rovers Sea Mafia on the channel. And hopefully we can get a, you know, if you're you know, a Stoke fan, hope you enjoyed the content. And if you're a Blackburn fan, come and listen more. Dirk, we'll all do plenty of videos. But yeah, this bed's calling me, so I'm going to get off. See you in a bit. So I'm home. I was going to do a video in the car, but a certain John T called me for 45 minutes for the journey home. Not saying it was a bad thing, but yeah, and you wouldn't have seen much anyway because I was driving late. But no, finally home. What a dismal performance that was, really. I don't know how much is down to the players. At Dolan, you couldn't find a pass. Yeah, it was just everything. It was just individual mistakes cost us, really. I think we were set up wrong at the beginning anyway, and that's down to Ishmael, but he's finding his feet. He's trying to find what works, what doesn't work, you know, and that's going to happen. You know, he's coming into a situation where, you know, a brand new club doing reasonably well. We did well at the first half of the season, which is very much a Blackburn Rovers thing. We start off so well in the season and we drop off at the end. Just us. But at the minute, it is a bit of a, where are we getting our next win? Like Cardiff on the weekend, I could potentially go up. Am I really wanting to? Not really. Just because the performance we put, I'll end up will because I'm a Blackburn fan, if I'm not working or playing. But yeah, on the performance today, again, set up wrong. I think, look, I'm all for a system change if it's going to work. The 5 at the back or 3 when you're attacking. But the issue was we were so defensive, especially when you go 1-0 down, and you stay that way until the 80th minute before you actually make it back into it. And we ended up playing a 4-4-2 in the end of the game with advanced wingers. But ultimately, you just need the bodies in the box. When we're playing out from the back, because we've got 5 at the back, you're sacrificing that extra body either in midfield or up front. Idea is when you play as 3 at the back, your wing backs advance higher. So you've got basically a 4 or a 5 in midfield, depending how many you're playing up top, 2 or a 3. It looked like we were playing 1 up top with like wide wingers, and then you had 2 midfielders, and then we had 3 at the back, which it's a mess because you think about it logically now. You've got 3 at the back, wide wingers, plus wing backs that are going to create the width anyway. So you've got players out there. If you're going to play that system, you're going to want to push them a bit more narrow, closer to the striker, so the striker isn't isolated. Gay was isolated so many times in the game, it was unreal. And if you're trying to find pockets into the midfield, you've got 2 midfielders versus what, a 4? You know, they're going to be nice and compact where they're finding the space, where they're finding space to pivot. It's easy to defend, you know, the overloads in midfield for them, not us, which is not what we want. We want the wing backs to create the width, strikers to go and create further players in position, and then maybe one of the defenders to just advance into the midfield, vice versa, drop in, and then maybe one of the wing, like, advanced forwards, who maybe Dolan, for example, in this game, or I can't even think who was on the opposite, just to get on the ball, and it wasn't happening. And then we did eventually get out through the width area, which Stoke were happy to let us do, bearing in mind, because, we had no threat in the midfield. So they're forced out wide, which is what they want, the nice and compact in midfield. When we finally got the final ball into the area, it was just Gay on his own, which, yes, we want to put balls into him, but he needs that the bounce pass. He needs that little bit of extra help, just as an extra body to, play the ball off, to create and make movement and create space. Didn't do it today. Really poor. And then we ended up doing it towards the end, where individual mistakes and individual errors. Yes, the goals come from a poor pass from us, and we'd try and capitalise on it. They scored a very good goal. It was really good one-time pass into the box, good finish, good goal from them. Did they threaten other than that? They had a few chances. We hit the post and run across goal. Unlucky, unfortunate, but that was really it. And then the second half, right at the end, their keeper is one of the best in the league, if not the best goalkeeper in the league, and he was phenomenal making that save. And you'd like to have that every game. I'm sure he'll go on and have a good career, if not at Stoke, somewhere else. But yeah, but I don't think Stoke were fantastic. They were better than us. We were really poor today. Didn't offer anything going forward. Eventually, when we did change the system to 4-4-2, we had a bit more about us, but even then, sloppy decisions at times. And it was very much Derby. We didn't put the ball in the box enough. We were going for it almost too much. You had to have the balance, because ultimately you're just giving the ball back at times, especially when they start expecting it. So yeah, when they had the ball, they were just able to carry it into midfield so easily. Again, because we ended up playing 5 back. We all sat in deep, invited the pressure onto us. We weren't winning it in midfield. I guess maybe that was the game plan. Look, we're going to